Not today, pal. Not today.
I was watching something that was this girl talking about how she lived in New York City for however many years, I forget, and she slept in a dog bed. Yeah, and I was like...
Her entire time of living in New York City?
Yeah. Because she was basically like, well, you know, the bed and the bed frame and all this stuff is this amount of money. And she's like, a dog bed was $60. And she's like, I got to sleep with it. And at first, I was like, that's fucking disgusting. What a loser move, this. And then I saw like pictures of like the dog beds. Can you look up?
You can get a legit dog bed.
Can you look up people sleeping in dog beds?
But when you're saying sleep in a dog bed, it's not like a dog's bed. No, it's a dog bed.
She bought the bed for her to sleep in, but it's a dog bed.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's not like she's sleeping in a bed that a dog slept in.
See, when I first heard it, I was like, this is ridiculous. Then I looked at this, I'm like, should I be sleeping in a dog bed?
But that's a human-sized dog bed.
Well, that's just it's a Great Dane. Like, if you look at there's ones that are like a little smaller, maybe, that don't look so like human or whatever, but it's not like, look, see that woman sleeping with her dog? Like that, to me, I'm like, I think I want to sleep in a dog bed.
Yeah, but would you need to stretch your legs out at all?
I don't really sleep like pike position or whatever you'd call that. Like I kind of like bend at the knee and I'm kind of like on my side or whatever. I could just see this being something because listen, I am a judgmental guy. As soon as I heard this, I was like, what a trash move. Like, you're a trash bag. And then I watch this and I'm like, I like that. Looks better than my bed.
It probably gives her more room in her apartment.
That's what it is. And it's also like $70 and your bed is ready rather than how much. Plus you got to move it in, you got to move it out, you got to bed. Yeah.
How does she clean the dog bed?
That was the problem I found. Because she said
maybe she takes the cover off and washes it.
She said she Febrezes it. Yeah, that was disgusting to me. That's where she lost me. But some people say you could wash them, but I could tell you that's not fitting in my washing machine.
No, you have to unzip the cover.
Oh, okay. And then
you can take the covers off your couch. Yeah.
See, that's why you're Jamie-Lynn mom at work. I love it.
It's an old housewife over here teaching how to do laundry.
I kind of want to start sleeping in a dog bed, to be honest. Are there camps, kind of like weekend camps for kids?
Weekend?
Right. So it's like people who are just like, I want to get my fucking kids out of here. It's too much. It's
like daycare?
Kind of, but it's like a summer camp, but how you have that for a week or 2 weeks. Some kids go 2 months, whatever. Like if you was just like, oh, you drop them here on Friday night.
Your kids on the weekend.
And they come home on Sunday. Because here's every parent I know feels like they need a break.
Yeah, but your weekend is like your time to spend time with your kid usually.
Right, but I'm saying it doesn't have to be every weekend, right? You could say, hey, one weekend a month.
Yeah, it's called grandparents.
Right, but it's like, if some people, your grandparents live in New York, which is a 3-hour flight. And
I don't know. Maybe
production.
You're coming up with a business idea.
Someone call me. I don't want to attach my name to this in case anything funky ever goes on.
Like pick them up from school Friday, have a little dinner with them, drop them off, say we'll pick you up Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, or we make arrangements. Hey, if you want to leave somewhere Friday morning, we'll pick them up from Friday, and you could pick them up on Sunday night.
Wow, full service.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow,
we get this going.
You'd think with all the money and all the people in the world, something like this probably exists.
I think with a little YMH kids camp, a little YMH.
Well, that's a whole different spin on it.
No, you don't think people around here would be, they could sleep right here. One kid could sleep on this bench. One kid could sleep on this bench.
Perfect.
Would you say you could send Jack and Bo here for a weekend?
They'd figure a lot of stuff out.
Oh, they would have a fucking ball. Yeah.
Bo would be a full-time employee, no doubt.
Is Jack, your youngest son, is he at the point yet where he wipes his own butt?
This is a big point of contention in our house right now because I'm just done. I'm done wiping the butt. I'm over it. And the few times that we'll be like, because he does it at school. A few times we'll be like, just do it yourself. Like Cutter found the poop still in the toilet. He lied about washing his hands. So Jack is is taking a lot longer to grow up than Bo did.
Those don't sound like big problems to me, though. If he's washing his own butt, but maybe he lies about flushing the toilet, fine. As long as you're
he
wiping your
lied
own
about
ass.
washing his hands and wiping his ass. There was nothing in the toilet except the poop.
No toilet paper?
No.
What a savage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wow. Oof. So
Jack
he lied
also
about wiping his ass.
I dropped him at baseball practice and like waited in my car, and then when Cutter, and he was hysterical crying and couldn't handle like being with the team and me not being on the field. And then when Cutter got there, Cutter told him, I'm going to be right back. They were in the middle of practice. He's like, I'll be right back. I have to go pee. And Jack ran and followed him because he like can't be alone. So Jack just can't do anything. Like he's so dependent on us or Bo to do everything for him that.
When did that start?
It's actually, I think before that he was so little, it made sense. But now that he's getting older, I feel like we are noticing it more. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because that sucks. It's like you can't send him to camp. He can't even be away from you for.
If I like make a bath for him and I put him in and I go to the kitchen to like start boiling water for dinner, he screams my name 100 times. He cannot be in a room alone. He's terrified. Yeah.
Wow. So you think it's more he's scared rather than just I want you here? You think it's like he scared?
Can't be alone. Yeah. Yeah. So wiping his ass would require him to be alone, and it's not happening.
So, but does he ever sleep in a room alone?
Yes, but it takes some serious, coaxing.
What do you think because I've always told you, as soon as Jack would wipe his ass, I'll watch your kids.
I know.
So you and Cutter could do whatever.
I mean, again, he does it at school, but I don't know how well.
I think if I watched your kids, I think Bo would love it. I think Jack would hate it. Because I think Bo really likes me. I think Jack does not.
That's not true.
Jack just doesn't like me because I don't really take his shit,
Right.
Like when he does something, I don't like just act like it's not happening. Like
Right.
I just have that
call him out.
my dad instinct where I'm like, what? Like, what are you doing?
But I appreciate that, and that we're having to do that more. Of course he doesn't.
Right, that's what I'm
Of course he
saying.
doesn't.
So I think if you were like, you want Rob to watch you, like I think Bo might be okay with it. I think
Bo
Jack
would love it.
I think Jack would fucking hate it.
He'd like it. He'd figure it out. He's fine. As long as Bo's there, he's fine.
Right. So I get him, listen, whenever you're, so here's my question to you is.
Are you offering?
I have from the get-go. Yeah, I'll as soon as he could wipe his ass. That's all we're waiting for.
Okay.
But my thing is, what do you think I would struggle with most watching
Waking
your
up
kids?
in the morning with them.
Oh, I forgot about that. Fuck.
Like
Wow, I
making
forgot.
them meals.
Right. Okay, so what if I come over Saturday, 2 p.m.? No, making meals, that'd be great. I come over Saturday at 2 p.m., you and Cutter go out, and you come back by midnight.
Well, that's a babysitter. That's not like...
What am I? What am I doing? What am I offering? To keep your kids? I'm babysitting.
But so what? You're going to make sure they eat dinner, make sure they
Everything.
shower,
You leave,
and
you
go
don't have
bed.
to worry. Yeah, ass clean.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do, but I do listen, I'll make the sacrifice and I'll wake up early if you wanted to. And I'll
Right.
stay, and I would stay over and watch them.
Yeah, I just don't think that would be much of a challenge for you. I think we're talking about something that would be like, you really doing us a favor would be staying with them overnight.
Oh, watching. So when you pay this babysitter an ungodly amount, she's
stay
not doing
overnight?
you a favor. No, I'm saying
I'm
from
paying
2
her.
p.m. until midnight. So
Yeah,
so
it's
that would be
her
doing you a
job.
favor. You're not paying the babysitter for
Okay, yeah.
not doing a favor. How
But
dare you?
meaning
So
like
ungrateful.
seeming that something that was like so beyond, like, because you've hung with them that long before. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Maybe you
you're
weren't
there.
responsible
It's very
for it.
different if I'm in control of the children. If
Yeah,
like they're
not. I mean, they're not babies anymore. They shower by themselves. They get dressed by themselves. You know, you make them the food they eat. You know, it's not like you have to feed them. So yes, they're much easier. And it's the weekend is when they get Xbox, so they don't bother you at all.
I would just maybe I come on a weekday, but I'd be having while they eat. I'd have to be like, hey, sit on your butt. What do you always say?
Would Jack sit on your butt?
Sit on your butt because they
he eats like
stand
a
up.
monkey.
He does eat like a monkey. He wants to stand on the chair.
Yeah.
Wild move.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, listen, my services are available as
I'll
long as
think
he
of when
wipes
we
his own
need 'em.
butt.
Okay.
I think it would be good. So you think I would struggle with waking up? Fine, I'll do it. You
Them
think
not
cooking,
listening to you.
that would not happen. That would not happen.
I would love to see this.
Yeah, because
Bo
would listen, and Jack will go in a room and I'll shut the door, and he can't come out unless he's willing to listen.
I would love for you to watch what happens when you put Jack in a room and shut the door.
Let him go nuts. You have a big heart, so if he's in there crying, you're like, I can't do it.
I don't.
I'll let him cry.
I don't. No, I don't.
Shout out Hootie and the Blowfish. Let him cry. I'll let that kid.
I'm tough when it comes to shit like that, but it's gonna
You're tough.
test
I
you.
have no feeling. There's a difference.
Okay.
I have no. Jack could cry for fucking 3 hours, and I'm like, hey, you're going in here unless you listen or stop crying. Like whatever I don't care. Me and Bo are gonna be outside
You're
hanging
like
out.
Super Nanny. Should I just bring you in to do Super Nanny with Jack?
I'll do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think this is
and I'll be like, hey,
answer.
Jack, guess what? Me and Bo are going to be out on the sports court.
Rob is moving into the casita for a week, and I just call you in if it's after 2 p.m. when I need you.
This is our reality show.
This is it.
Yeah, I come in and I just because here's
Rob.
I go, listen, Jack. Me and Bo are going to play on the sport court, but you're not listening, so you're going to go in your room.
He's going to drive you crazy.
And what do you think he would do? Go ahead.
He screams.
Don't care.
He cries.
Don't care.
He throws shit.
Throw it. It's not my house.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You care about this stuff that he does, and it makes you feel bad, or you feel this or that. I don't give a fuck. Go scream. Go cry. Me and Bo are hanging out. I'm not doing this to you. You're doing it to yourself.
Okay.
And by the way, you could be like, I don't think you did.
You might break him.
I have 5 younger siblings. This is not a thing I'm making up.
Right.
This is what Robbie do. I don't care. Go if you're acting like an asshole. You're going in your room and
I'm
you're
down.
away.
Cutter, are you down? Text me if you're down.
Cutter would say he was down, and in 30 minutes, I'm sure you guys would both leave in 30 minutes, and you'd want to both come home and like make sure the kids were okay. You know?
No. Well, first of all, I need one session where we were there together, because. Well, you need to see the dynamic. You need to see the work that needs to be done, because he might not show his true self necessarily in front of you, but in front of me, he like forgets that other people are there sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Right. And so then you can really get into like, I know your shit. I know what you do.
But I'm around them.
Of course.
To where I see.
Yeah, you've seen
I would be. I think Bo would be a fucking treat.
You would love to hang out with Bo.
Yeah. But then I'd be.
You just have to tell. The only problem is like when you watch things with him, like you have to be like, stop talking. And he'll be like, I'm sorry.
Well, like a dog, I would sport court him out. Like I'd be like, we're going downstairs, we're gonna fucking shoot around or this, and then he gets tired. And when I see him, like, oh, you need water, and then I'm like, come on, we'll go watch a show.
Yeah, you got it down.
Yeah, I know. These kids are dogs.
I don't know why you're not a parent.
That's all. Yeah, I think just listen back to the last 10 minutes, you figured it out.
Let's be honest. Managing money is one of those things we all think we're doing until we check our bank account and realize we're paying for 4 different streaming services we forgot about. That's where Rocket Money comes in, okay? I signed up for Rocket Money and right away it found a subscription I was paying for twice. I had no idea. One was monthly, one was yearly. Totally missed it. And the best part, Rocket Money helped cancel it in just a few taps. No emails, no phone calls, no time wasted. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when they use all of the app's premium features. So cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/nottoday. Today, that's rocketmoney.com/nottoday. rocketmoney.com/nottoday. Going online without ExpressVPN is like not closing the door when you use the bathroom. Even if you got nothing to hide, why give random creeps a chance to invade your privacy? Your internet provider can see every website you visit, and in the US, they're legally allowed to sell the data. ExpressVPN reroutes all of your traffic through encrypted servers, keeping your browsing history private. I've used it while traveling and even just on public Wi-Fi at a coffee shop. I like knowing that I'm not being tracked, especially when just checking email or logging into bank accounts. It's one button and I'm covered. ExpressVPN is the best because it hides your IP address, making it hard for third parties to track you. It works on all of your devices, so it's so easy to use. You just tap one button. Protect your online privacy today by visiting expressvpn.com/nottoday. That's expressvpn.com/nottoday to find out how you can get up to 4 extra months free. expressvpn.com/nottoday.
So, for anybody who doesn't know, Jamie and I were on a television show. Was it 30 years ago? 20 years? Yeah, we're on a show called Sopranos. And there was a guy named Steve Grillo who was my stand-in. Can you explain what a stand-in is, Jamie?
So a stand-in is somebody that is of your similar stature, size, coloring, and while the camera is sort of setting up for the scene and doing the moves and the lighting, there'll be a time for the actor to rest or be in hair and makeup. And during that time, your stand-in will stand in there and sort of walk through the scene so the camera and the lighting people can see what you would look like once you were in there. So you're not having to rehearse it for hours, and they could be more efficient with time.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
What a description. Jamie, describer.
There he is.
Yeah, there's me and Steve Grillo. And Steve Grillo was also the Howard Stern's like right-hand man. He was his like intern when Howard Stern had his show going, and I think they famously made fun of his tattoo on his arm because they said it was crooked also, which I don't know if that was ever figured out. But so he hit me up. I'm still in touch with him, and he recently said he has a book coming out. So he asked if he could come on here and talk about his book. So we're going to call him right now.
Cool.
And let's oh, that's a noise.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Not much.
Nice
How
to
you
talk
been?
to you.
I gotta say, you two look spectacular.
Well, this
like
is
you
true.
haven't aged a day. Both of you got even better looking. Is that possible?
That's
Wow.
so nice.
Thank you. We need more callers. Now we're gonna have to figure out how to take more callers
Yeah,
this is nice.
a nice segment.
People never say that to us around here. There's just a lot of moping around here. Oh, you look the same as when we met you because they only met us a few years ago.
Yeah. Well, you guys, I'm so proud of you guys. This is such a great thing you guys are doing. I love it.
Thank
you so much, man. Yeah, well, I was just saying you got your big books coming out, right? Or it's out already, right?
Yeah, it's out. It's on Amazon. Gorilla Parts.
Tell us about it.
Well, I got so many like crazy stories, and some of them involved you guys. I just had this blessed life, and excuse me, I have a friend that you might remember him. Did you ever go to Brunelli's?
Yeah.
It was on 75th in New York. So he rushed Brunelli for like 20-something years. It's been up my ass about write a book. And I fucking finally just wanted to shut him the fuck up, so I wrote a book.
And what is the book about?
Yeah, you say whatever you want.
It's about all my crazy stories that I had. I almost one night I almost got put into a trunk for giving a mafia guy the fucking a card to his girlfriend. I fucking got beat up by Spike Lee's bodyguards. I saved Howard Stern's life.
Wow.
Just crazy stories. How I blew a fucking opportunity to have sex with Punky Brewster.
Can you describe how you saved Howard Stern's life?
Yeah. It was my job to be there at 5:00 in the morning, and I was running a little late that day. So basically it was on 58th and Madison. So there were 2 entrances on both sides. So some days if there were some fans outside, I would tell Ronnie, the limo driver, to come around the back, which meant he had to come up 58th Street and we go in the service entrance. And one day I got there and I see this car parked out front, right dead in the center. There was no parking on Madison Avenue. And he was just there. And I looked in the guy, and the guy looks like I was like, oh, I better get upstairs. And I just got upstairs just in time for Ronnie's phone call. And he was coming around Madison Avenue, and I don't know if you know Ronnie, he's a cranky motherfucker.
Yeah.
Especially at 5:00 in the morning. So I go, do me a favor, come around the back. He goes, oh, come on, I'm right here. You're going to make me go all the way around. I said, Ronnie, there's a car in front. Go around the back. And he goes, you fucking damn it, God damn it, you make me fucking... And he hangs up and he comes all the way around the back. So now by the time he had to go all the way around and come all the way back up 58th Street, the guy was in the car and realized it's 20 after 5 and Howard's not there yet. Something's up. And he was standing on the corner of 58th Street and he realized that there was a service entrance. So he's standing on the corner and he's waiting, and he sees the limo pull up. and at the top of his lungs, he screams, "Howard Stern, you motherfucker! I'm gonna fucking kill you!" And he starts running at us like Jason from the fucking Friday the 13th movies. It was like terrifying. And I stood there and I pushed Howard in the building. I said, "Get inside now! Get inside!" I'm screaming to the security guard, "Close the fucking gate! Close the fucking gate now!" And then the gate starts coming down, and it was like Indiana Jones. Like Ronnie grabbed the guy right before he turned in, and the gate went all the like. I pushed Howard through the second door, and I shut the door. I didn't know if the guy got away from Ronnie. I'm waiting for the door to get kicked in. And I'm holding the door, and I made Howard go. I was like, "Get the fuck upstairs!" And I held the door, and I poked my head out. Ronnie grabbed him, and then I went in the lobby, and Howard had his fucking gun out. I was like, "Yo, put that shit away right now."
Wow.
Wow.
I was like,
Did
"Ronnie
they
got
catch
him.
the
He's
guy?
upstairs. Let's go." And I came down to go check on Ronnie after I got Howard up there. I called the police. The city marshals just happened to grab me coffee across the street. And they saw what happened. They ran over. They had the guy in cuffs and a shotgun with 12 shells on top of the hood of the car.
Whoa.
So he had a shotgun
He
on
had a
him.
loaded shotgun sitting on his lap, and he was waiting for Howard to pull. If he would have pulled up in the front, shit'd be a lot different right now.
Wow. You
Wow.
saved his life. That's just
So,
a taste of it.
Yeah, there's no doubt that it would have been ugly if I didn't tell Ronnie to come around the back that day.
Did you? So obviously, Jamie and I talk about Sopranos on this show from time to time, and we have a different perspective because we were there from day one. So can you give us the perspective of somebody who joined Sopranos after it was already going, like it was already kind of on the roll?
Yeah, well, there's a chapter in my book, Gorilla Parts, on Amazon. I hate showing
All
you
good.
that,
You gotta
but
do
I
it.
gotta-
That's
this is what
it.
you got to do.
You're a hero. You saved lives. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, the chapter is Goodfellas in Jersey. That'll never work because I don't know, Jamie. I don't know if you know, but I've known Robert before the show.
I didn't know that.
His father was my best friend's boss, and my friend comes up. He goes, "Yeah, my boss's kid got this part on this new HBO show. It's going to be like Goodfellas in Jersey." And I said, "Yeah, that'll never work." And it turns out to be Sopranos, one of the best TV shows ever.
I don't think you were
but
alone.
it's
I think a lot of people thought it wasn't going to work when they heard about it initially.
Yeah, no, but then when you watch it, you're like, "Oh shit, this is the bomb right now." I'm like, "Damn, this is great."
Yeah.
And I actually met Robert at a skateboard place on the Upper East Side, and he came over and he goes, Aren't you the guy from the Howard Stern show?" I go, "Yeah, aren't you young to be watching Howard Stern?" And he goes, "I think you might know my dad. Oh, your friend is John, right?" I go, "Yeah." And that's how I met him.
Wow.
And it was so weird. And then I got to become his stand-in because, God rest his soul, Michael DeCasper.
Yeah.
Right. R.I.P.
Yeah,
So can you tell
Michael
us what it was like just coming onto that set when it was already a big show, since we don't know what that's like,
Oh no, it's beyond surreal. Like when you're there and you're like, but the most greatest part about that was everybody was so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody treated everybody equal across the board. You didn't feel like you were like lower than anybody, especially with fucking Jimmy and shit, and Michael. Like everybody always treated us equal.
Yeah.
Except for Robert, he used to beat me with a belt.
Well, you probably deserved it. Kidding.
Fully deserved.
No, everybody was so nice, and I'd worked with all of them on everybody. They were all the crew from Private Parts.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
I felt like I was back home. I knew everybody.
Right.
Because they got off from Private Parts and they went to Sopranos.
The Howard Stern movie Private Parts got filmed in Silver Cup Studios, where Sopranos also filmed.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Was that
And the whole
before
crew-
the pilot? Private Parts was?
Yeah.
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 Like, well, Michael DeCasper, everybody that I can mention was over there. Louis Petraglia was on Private Parts. There's so many crew members that all the Teamsters.
Yeah,
Totally.
wow.
So when I walked on set, it was like I felt like I was back home. I just worked like a whole summer with all those people.
Right.
For sure. Well,
So,
did you?
Yeah, it was instantly home.
Did you? So, and also one thing we wanted to talk about is you took me to Howard Stern's birthday party one time, right? His surprise birthday.
That was one of the happiest days of your life, Rob.
I woke
remember.
up early for that, which we know
Yeah,
for
but
me is
like-
a problem.
Yeah. Who I don't blame me on that. No, he wouldn't. They were like trying to box me out. I was like, all of a sudden, they were like, "Oh, I don't know if we can get you in." I was like, "What are you talking about? I can't get in. Are you kidding me? I've been to every birthday party for the past fucking 12 years. You're gonna fucking not let me in the fucking birthday party?" I was like, "All right, how about this? I'll call you right back." I called Robert, and then I called my friend Mia Tyler, who's Steven Tyler's daughter.
Yeah.
And I was like, "You guys got anything to do on Thursday morning?" They both said no. I called back. I said, "How about this? I'll bring Robert Eiler and Mia Tyler." And he goes, "Okay, you can come now." I used him as a bargaining chip to get. I was pissed.
Who is that?
I was
Who
happy
is
to
that
bring
that was
them.
telling
Don't get
you
me
you
wrong.
couldn't go?
What's that?
Who was that? Who was on the other line of that phone call?
Oh, Gary Delabate. Yeah, that's my old boss.
Wow.
Baba Booey.
The
So I don't know. So, but we had the greatest time. That was so much fun.
It was so. I remember like Kid Rock performed. It was and it was a fucking wild day. But I also remember like, so it was you had to be there at whatever 5
Was it
a.m.
at Roseland?
Was that Roseland? I think it was at Roseland,
Yeah.
right?
Was it Trump Tower or Roseland?
No, I think it was Roseland.
The Plaza. Was it the Plaza?
Maybe, but I think it was Roseland. And I remember
Okay.
Crackhead Bob was there. This guy, oh my God, if we could find that clip of me and Crackhead Bob is one of the all-time funniest. They were trying to do like promos for Howard Stern's birthday, and they're trying to get Crackhead Bob, who has had like strokes and everything from smoking crack, to do the promo, and he can't speak. It was one of the hardest I've ever laughed in my life to this day.
Oh my God.
It was.
I wrote about Bob in my book. I really, really liked him. He was
Such a nice
never
guy.
seen someone so sorry that he fucking. So Jamie, he smoked crack and so much crack he had a stroke. And he used to be like this mean guy. He lived out in Long Island. He owned a big like carpet company. And then he came out there like, "You got to stop. You're gonna kill yourself." And he said, "Yeah, whatever." And he had another stroke.
He kept smoking
"You're
crack.
gonna die." He smoked so much crack he kept stroking out. And then the third time, this time it fried his brain. So he was paralyzed on the left side of his body. He couldn't even say his name. His name's not Bob. It's really George.
Yeah,
Because
but
he
he could just say
couldn't crack
Dodd.
stroke. He
So
couldn't
they were like,
say
"Oh,
his
They called
Bob."
him Bob.
Yeah. Hold on, Grillo. Hold on. We're gonna try and play a clip. We might have found the clip of me and Crackhead Bob from the.
Oh, no way.
Hold
Oh,
on.
my God.
Hold
That's
on
so
one second.
Hey, it's Robert Eiler from The Sopranos. Here, my friend. And we're... Hey, it's me, Robert Eiler from The
hysterical.
Sopranos at the Howard Stern birthday show.
About time? Oh, yeah.
I'm Crackhead Soprano.
I'm Dr. Soprano.
I'm here with Anthony Jr. Soprano.
I'm here at
Anthony
Anthony Junior
Soprano.
Dondo.
We'll do a different one. We'll do something different. We'll do coming up
Starting up.
on Howard Stern's
Howard Stern.
46.
36.
46.
36. It's party time, baby. Yeah.
So that was shout out to the guys in the booth. That was
Rob,
great.
I could watch you that age all day long.
Yeah. I wish the girls
Wait,
my age then could
So that
look at me when I was.
so Crackhead Bob then couldn't speak properly because of the crack use and the stroke.
Correct.
Yeah,
That's how he
it
got the name.
paralyzed some part of his like vocal cords.
Is
Yeah.
he
It
Fried
alive?
his brain.
Is he still alive?
No, he passed away.
R.I.P.
Fred the Elephant Boy passed away. Those are two people that were my favorites. Like
Eric
were
the
like-
Midget.
I actually considered them friends. They were really nice people.
Eric the Midget passing away was a rough day for me. He was my favorite.
I didn't know him, and it's like after I left, I didn't like not listen on purpose. I just wasn't in a car, so I didn't really know or get that whole thing because I just like I was already done with them, you know.
For sure. And you know what I remember too is like, because it was like 5 a.m. So all that Howard was famous for going to Scores, which was a strip club in New
Yeah.
York. And they brought limos full of Scores strippers to his birthday right from work. So they were drinking all night till 5 a.m. And then all these drunk girls just show up. And I remember being 14 and guys were like, you want us to bring you around this? And I was like, or however, 15, 16. And I was like, these were the hottest women I had ever seen
Oh my God.
in my life at the time. Like it was
You and I had such different lives.
100%. We still do.
We still do.
Yeah, it's never.
Sometimes we intersect though, and we find ourselves
You're a decent human being. That's why.
Well, no, she was talking about me, not you.
Yeah.
Do you have any part of your book that you want to read to us? Any part that me and Jamie are in? Anything you think that'd be interesting?
Sure. Well, you both have a picture in my book, right?
Aw.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got you. Yeah, you and Edie and Robert, but not all together. All three different pictures.
Awesome. Well, we spent a lot of time together.
Yeah, no.
You know?
One of my, because as stand-ins, they always had us come in like 2 hours early.
Right.
And I was usually just coming from a nightclub or something. I was definitely still having it. So I would go sleep everywhere. So that people I would like, you had 2 hours to kill, maybe even 3. So I would go and I would either sleep in your bed or on Uncle Junior's couch. But your bed was my favorite.
Great.
Are you talking to Robert or me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, good.
Meadows' bed. Yeah, Meadows' bed was cozy.
Meadows' bed, yeah.
Good to know.
Sometimes you needed a place to crash.
For sure.
But Uncle Junior's couch was the most comfortable, seriously.
Wow.
All right, bro. Well, we got to go. We appreciate you coming on very much.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah, thank you for having me
Congrats
so much.
on the book.
You thank you
Yeah,
so
let
much.
people know where to get it.
Amazon, it's all over the place. I got 4.5 star reviews across the board.
Wow.
Amazing.
That's hard to come by.
It's picking up some traction. So, you guys, you're in the book somewhere.
Awesome. All right.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Of course.
Oh, that's right. I'm in talks to do Gorilla Parts the musical. So
wow.
If you guys,
well, Jamie's a singer. Jamie's a singer.
Well, you want a part there? I got you.
Hit me up.
So yeah, it's going to be good. We're in talks right now and stuff like that.
Very exciting.
I'm retired,
Happy
unfortunately, but Jamie is fully available.
Not as of May 13th.
Okay, well, your name's in the mix, that's for sure.
Thank you
All right,
so
we'll
much.
talk to you soon, man. Thanks.
Thank you guys so much.
Later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So there's this guy, Joey Swole, on the internet, and he's kind of like the gym enforcer, like the gym police. And he kind of like looks at clips and he says, hey, this isn't cool. Don't do this, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, he's a real champion of like the industry and people really love him. And, he doesn't have no one has bad stuff to say about him unless
public gyms.
Of all gyms. Yeah. He's kind of like the sheriff, like, hey, Joey Swole will check you if you do something stupid on social media or anywhere. So can you play the first clip, please? So this one, I fully agree with Joey Swole on. Joey Swole speaks to me with being angry at this guy. So for people who are just listening, there's a guy flexing in the mirror with an old man.
You really couldn't wait till you got home to take this video, or at least until there was nobody in the background. I mean, you shouldn't even be filming in the first place. It literally says all over the walls of Planet Fitness, no filming, no photos in the locker room. But no, instead you intentionally set your camera up to film that man in the background of your video. And all for what? So you can blame him for getting in your way, saying that he ruined your videos? Seriously? And one person laughing at him and calling him a pervert? I'm sorry, who's the real pervert? You took a photo of that man as he was changing in his boxers, which I had to cover up. Shame on you.
Shame on you.
This man.
So
Joey
sick and tired of all this nonsense in the gym. I hope Planet Fitness sees this and they kick your ass out.
Yes.
You
Love
need
him.
to do better.
Do better. That's his
Mind
slogan.
your own business.
This guy has a future. He should be. I see like The Rock's future in his future. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Put this man in the MCU.
And
Keep
also,
going.
he has a little bit of a vibe of a guy you would date when you were on Long Island.
100%.
Yeah, it kind of reminds, before the,
That's what it is. It's reminiscent of it. But I respect it. By the way, I like the way he's speaking.
Yeah.
I think I like it. Okay, keep going.
I have a real, hold on. Rewind that. Oh, Jay, you messed up the reveal. God damn it. Go back. So, because I had a problem when I got back from LA. That there were guys taking photos in the fucking locker room.
About that.
And that's the whole point is like, they're going to go, sure, they go home and they have pictures of themselves, but in the background, it's people fucking naked.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane how, and they just think, and they're like fucking standing
And he's
there
right.
posing.
Why can't you take those photos of yourself at home.
Yeah,
do a couple of push-ups and sit-ups. You'll get the same thing.
They're total assholes. And I feel like whatever the maximum punishment is we could give to those people, I think is fine.
Revoke their gym membership.
I think throw them in jail. Oh. I mean, if you were getting ready in a locker room somewhere and you were naked and I came and took a picture of you,
right.
you go to fucking jail.
Yeah,
you're taking pictures of people in a locker room. Like, I hate that person.
Mm-hmm.
I hate somebody who's and by the way, even when sometimes I'm in the sauna and I could just see them doing it outside, so there's no way they're getting me in the picture, and it's just the fact that, like, this is a locker room. This is not your fucking mirror, dude. It drives me crazy. It's like, just, I wish I could follow that person around to see what the rest of their day is like, because I know they're a complete moron in so many other aspects of life.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you just don't think, it's all about you, huh?
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
Oof,
Hate 'em.
fired up.
Now, what I wanted to ask you is, you and your girlfriends have been working out lately.
Yeah.
I wanted to know if this was a move that you guys did. Do you ever do that? You ever do 3 sets of that with your girls?
What did she do?
See the pole of the weight that everyone uses?
It didn't go in her.
Oh, so you're okay with it. See, Jamie's
Her
okay
ass
with
is,
this.
yeah, but she's doing this to be, like, funny. Her ass is huge. It didn't even scratch the surface.
Okay, can you go to the next? Do you do this move? Can you go to the next one? What about that? You know, she's using the
This is one of the most disgusting videos that I have ever seen in the gym.
Joey Swole don't like it.
I'm sorry I even have to post this, but videos like this are popping up all over social media, and it needs to stop. People are sick and tired of it. Gym owners need to start being more vigilant and kicking people out for this.
So this is a thing? Women
I had to cover
masturbating
that
on
woman
a
up as she
bar?
squats down, puts her private parts on a barbell, spreads her legs, and then rubs herself on it. And all for what? So she can sell more subscriptions to her OF. And listen, I have nothing against OF. You make money how you want, but keep it at home and out of the gym. If you can't have any self-respect or dignity, at least have some respect for the other people in the gym.
He's way more upset
than
than you.
That same equipment.
Yeah, we could pause. You weren't as upset by these as Joey Swole seems to be.
Well, listen, that's his territory. The public gyms, this is his domain. This is where he rules. This is where he regulates. That's
right.
I don't go to public gyms, so I don't have as strong of an opinion as him. I just appreciate his tone, and I appreciate he's not like meatheady about it. He's very matter of fact, and he's in defense of the gyms and the gym owners. I like that he constantly changes his shirt to different public gyms.
Yeah, right. Well, that's just his wardrobe because he's such a gym guy.
Jimmy Swole?
That's good. Joey Swole.
Joey Swole.
Yeah, Joey Swole. Great guy. Is there one more clip, or are we done?
Is that an eyebrow ring or like a break inside?
I don't think so. Yeah, how about this, Jamie? So on the thing it says, nobody here knows I play with my pussy 7 times a day.
Nobody here knows I play with my you-know-what 7 times a day.
He's so proper.
Nor do they need to know or care or want to be in the background of a video where you talk about something inappropriate just like this. I mean, you have fitness in your name, yet your entire page is you over-sexualizing yourself, being inappropriate in the gym. There's even one video where you literally rub yourself on
this is the
gym
same
equipment.
chick.
And all for what? Just so you can sell more subscriptions to your
All right, we
OF.
can stop. Listen, I think
he's on it.
He's
on the
real-
case.
Yeah, she has fitness in her name. She's fitness pole in her ass is what she's doing, Amy Lee. I honestly, I wasn't as bothered as I was by the guys in the locker room as her. But it is very
yes. I think
pussy,
exposing other people is very rude. But yes, those girls doing that in a public gym. Just then, if you have an OnlyFans and you're making money off these videos, then buy some equipment in your house. I agree with the police there.
Yeah, you agree with the police. Okay, well, listen, I think we should. I'm gonna keep looking up Joey Swole stuff.
Did Cutter send you Joey Swole, or you?
No,
that's you.
That was my own doing. All right, well, after seeing a girl rub up her pussy on gym equipment, do we have a memory lane? Maybe to wrap things up. It seems highly appropriate. Oh. Look at that tracksuit.
That season.
I mean, Edie looks like a cardboard cutout of herself in just every photo. Like she could just be. She is ready to go. I mean, it's unreal.
This is season 6 or 5.
Oh, I would go 4 or 5. I'd go 4. Do we go season 4? I mean, just look at Jim's hands. What are we at here? What season does it say?
It doesn't say, but this one's from circa 2002.
Oh, so 4. You think you're right.
2002.
It's season 4.
Wow. Look how we're in size order perfectly.
Yeah.
I mean, that track, that really brings me back. Like some of these memory lanes is like, oh, that seems like it wasn't that long ago. This one is like, God.
And whenever I see pictures of like this, I can fully appreciate how well cast this show. Like, I know we feel like a family to me because we felt like a family to me, you know, but like we look like a family.
We look like a family. And also like what I really like about this photo is that's not Tony Soprano, that's Jim. Like that's Jim's smile.
Yeah, you're
like,
so right.
And it shows you what a good actor James Gandolfini was, is that you see that smile and you know that that's not Tony.
He's not in character then.
Yeah.
Edie's in character.
Edie looks like she's in character. You are you. That's not a Meadow thing. Look how sweet.
No,
and
I'm
innocent.
so happy.
Yeah,
I'm so happy to be there.
Jamie-Lynn. But it's crazy, man. I can't believe like this is over. So wait, you said so this is what 23 years ago or something, and just sitting around that counter. That's great. It kind of does feel like a house I lived in.
That's what I mean. Like I when I'm looking at this, it feels like a family photo memory.
Yeah, it really does. All right. Well,
well
we'll make more memories next week. We'll see you guys next week.